Mrs. Harvey, we are contacting you as the only surviving relative of Mr. Melvin Churchill Harvey, blah, blah, blah. This case has been open for several years now, blah, 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 blah. Here we go. There has been considerable expense in researching this case, but we're willing to come to an arrangement by payment of a percentage of any monies recovered. It's just a scam letter. What did you get so upset about?
Because it's just not nice. People using your dead husband's name to try and get money out of you.
No, it's not. And fancy sending it here.
Let's have a look. That's what's upset me. I've had 2 letters at home, but I just ignored them. But not getting something here, it's like they're following me.
It says you were the only surviving relative to the Collins family of Tucson, Arizona, USA.
Well, that's just rubbish. How can I be related to anyone American? There's no fat people with big gums in our family.
Please contact me as a matter of great urgency. I'm available on my personal cell phone 24/7. Yours sincerely, Mr. Buckaroo, probate attorney, Los Angeles, California.
Let's have a look. Buckaroo. Are they taking the piss? What are his kids called? Twister and Kaplunk?
It's all right for you to laugh. It's not you they're following.
Ma'am, it's just a scam. And not a very convincing one by the sound of it. Just ignore it and they'll go away.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. 24/7. It's not even long enough for a mobile phone number.
Yeah, I think that means you can ring them at any time.
Well, it still upset me.
Well, I've got a way of resolving all this. There you go. All sorted. Now, if anyone wants me, I'll be in my office.
So what we really need, you know, is somewhere private where we can talk to this fella.
Maybe you go to rack times. It is quiet in the morning.
I said somewhere private. Don't you have, you know, like conference rooms and that?
People do not come here to make business. They come to get drunk, eat too much, and burn their piggy skin in the Spanish sun.
He's come all the way from America. We can't sit him in some grotty bar with that twat on the piano playing the birdie dance.
Right. Come on, it's nearly 11 o'clock. We best not keep him waiting.
Yeah. And when we've realised all this is just a con, I can get back on my sunbed, and that dwarf and his 10-gallon hat can piss off back to where he came from.
Good morning, y'all. I hope you slept well. I know I did.
Morning. I wasn't talking about you. I was...
Oh, that's quite all right, sir. I understand. You were merely concerned for Mrs. Harvey's welfare.
Well, not really.
Oh, please, do call me Madge.
It's just quite an unusual situation.
Well, indeed it is, and I have quite a story to tell you.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Young man, we would like a pitcher of lemonade and some olives on that table over there. Thank you. Madge, or should I say Mrs. Mel Harvey, if you would like to lead the way.
Yes.
I don't know what I'd do if I came into a lot of money.
Well, you could do something with your hair for a start.
What's that mean?
You've always had split ends and dry skin. It's not your fault. It runs in the family.
Thanks.
My mother was practically bald.
I never know she wasn't.
Bald with a big, dry, square head. She looked like a Greg's steak bake.
Woman down our street won 100,000 last year. £100,000, I wouldn't know what to do with it.
If you don't know what to do with it, give it to me.
I give you 10,000, 20,000 to our Michael for a deposit on a house. I'd give our Chantel...
10,000.
Hey?
You'd only give me 10,000.
Hey, 10,000's a lot of money.
I've sacrificed my whole life for you. Wrecked my bodily functions to bring you into this world, and you'd keep 90,000 for yourself.
No, I've just said I'd give our Michael 20,000.
Oh, I see. So he gets twice as much as me.
Hang on, I haven't finished.
Oh, no, frig the lot of you if that's how you're gonna treat me.
It's hypothetic.
It is pathetic. 10,000 quid for the gift of life.
For God's sake. I'm gonna get another cup of tea. Do you want one?
No, you'll probably keep 90% of that for yourself as well.
It was Mel's great-great-grandfather, Ebenezer Harvey, who made his fortune in the California gold rush of 1848. He kept most of his money in his wife's name, Elvira. He was obviously a brave man.
I take it you're not married.
Oh, my dear, I've been married 6 times. I'm beginning to think I'm addicted to wedding cake.
Hang on. Mel's name's not on this family tree.
Precisely. Miss Garvey, I've been like a catfish in a cul-de-sac, if you'll pardon me mixing my metaphors. It has taken me a long time, a very long time indeed, to realize that Mel is the missing link.
No, hang on a minute. You might not have won any beauty prizes, but that's a bit strong.
Well, the bloodline ends with Calvin Lucky Harvey, who died in 1947. What isn't recorded is Melvin, his son, who he fathered out of wedlock when he was an American soldier in England during World War II.
So Mel was a bastard.
I said that for years.
Shut up. This is interesting, unlike you.
Now, Calvin made some very bad investments in his time, culminating in spending the last of his inheritance on 5 acres of worthless desert land. He then died in 1947 at the tender age of 29 from a single bite from a Mexican sidewinder.
29, that's no age at all.
Now, I know what y'all are wondering.
What's a Mexican sidewinder?
I take that back. I did not know what you were wondering. It's a type of rattlesnake.
If this desert land was worthless, then why have you flown from America to England and then England to Spain in the last 24 hours trying to find Madge?
On the button. But the key word, Mr. Garvey, is was. The desert land Calvin bought was worthless when he bought it. But the name of that desert means a lot more now than it did then. Las Vegas.
Oh, did you hear that, Mother? You own 5 acres of land in Las Vegas.
5 acres upon which a luxury hotel has been built.
Bloody hell, what are we doing sitting here?
Well, now hold your horses, Mr. Garvey. Let's not let the wind blow too much up our petticoats. We're not talking the Bellagio or Caesar's Palace. Plus, Madge does not own the hotel, only the land that it's built upon.
But that's still good, isn't it?
Very good. It's a small hotel by Vegas standards, but I would estimate, conservative ballpark figure, $30 million.
No, none of this is right.
What do you mean it's not right? Of course it's right. Janice, tell her it's right.
Mel's father was called Clarence. He died in 1944 during the Normandy landings.
Clarence was not Melvin's biological father.
Eh?
Mel changed his name by deed poll in the 60s to Harvey.
Oh.
Makes me think that he knew more about this story than he was letting on, even though he never spoke about it.
If it was a Mexican rattlesnake, what was it doing in America?
I am going to leave y'all with some papers to read. I have to make a few phone calls. I realize this is an awful lot of information for y'all to take in, but there is no time like the present. I shall return a little later with a proposed plan of action. Ladies, sir, I'll see y'all presently.
So do you still think it's all a big con?
$30 million? Can't be right.
Actually, Mexico was quite near to America, so maybe it was just lost.
Are you still banging on about that bloody snake?
What do you think, ma'am?
What about the snake?
No, what about all this?
I don't know what to make of it. I don't know what to make of any of it.
Hola. Is there anything I can get for you? Drinks, high-quality nibbles, maybe a British newspaper.
Pardon me.
Oh, I beg your pardon. It's, Mr. LaRue, isn't it?
My name is Rue, no La.
Runala.
No, my surname is Rue. But you can call me Buck.
Oh, how kind. I'm Joyce.
Well, good day to you, Joyce.
Do let me know if I can be of any assistance in whatever it is you're doing here. I mean, I don't mean that in a prying way. I just
No,
mean...
thank you, thank you. You've been a most gracious host.
I mean, it's really none of our business what you're doing here.
Well, in that we are agreed.
Suffice it to say, if you do feel the need to include someone as, oh, I don't know, an independent witness to legal matters, please feel free to call upon my services.
My dear Joyce, I have an old Tennessee saying that I would like to share with you.
How wonderful.
The mountain air Smells much sweeter when you keep your nose out of other people's poop.
Right, shall I tell him?
No, I'll do it.
I do apologize for needing that untimely repose, but I've been flying all over Europe like a fish crow with 4 sets of wings.
I'm not signing anything.
Mrs. Harvey, I understand your apprehension, but do you really think I would have traveled halfway across the world to find you if it was all humbug and I was some kind of flim-flammer?
I'm sorry, love. Just my mother's been through all this before, and in Benidorm as well. She nearly married this fella who said he had money belonging to Mel, so... Well, she don't want to go through it all again, do you, ma'am?
No, I bloody well don't.
Well, as handsome a woman as you are, Miss Harvey, and although I have indeed been won over by your not inconsiderable charms, I wasn't thinking of asking you to jump the broomstick just yet. My dear friends, I can understand your misgivings. This is for sure one crazy old tale. But I do have a solution. How many days of your vacation do you have remaining?
We've just got here.
Why?
Let's all go to Vegas.
Oh, my God, yeah?
You what?
Let's all go to Vegas and see what's due to y'all.
Go to Las Vegas when?
Well, I took the liberty of checking flights. We could leave for London tonight. Fly to Vegas in the morning. First class. All at my expense, naturally.
Oh, Nana, please, I've always wanted to go to Vegas.
All right, that's enough. Now, look, I don't know who you are or what you want, but this woman's been through enough. And she doesn't need you messing her around with stories of million-pound fortunes, trips to Las Vegas, and all that bollocks. Just leave us alone.
Mr. Garvey, I can assure you.
Just leave us to get on with our holiday.
Okay, I understand. This is an awfully big adventure and a lot to take in. If you change your minds, you've got my number.
Yeah, we got your number, all right.
Hasta luego, as they say around these parts. Excuse me, ma'am. Can you order me a cab?
No problem.
Brilliant. The one chance we get to do something interesting, you say no.
Right. I think we could all do with a drink.
Ma'am? Ma'am?
Yeah. Let's go.
Could you fancy giving us a song, Madge?
Yeah. Put me down for What Kind of Fool Am I? Sammy Davis Jr.
Well, you've got the look, but have you got the voice?
Nick?
I'm only trying to lighten the mood.
Oh, what was that one Mel used to like? Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
Mother, why are you being like this? You've done a good thing. You were about to be ripped off, but you saw it coming and put a stop to it.
And I'll tell you why. Because all the time I felt Mel's presence. I actually felt him guiding me, telling me what to do.
And I bet I know what he was saying.
Go on.
Don't let the short-arsed bastard pull the wool over your eyes, Princess. We've been done like this before.
Is that supposed to be an impression of Mel?
Yeah.
Just sounded like you were constipated.
Yes, that's exactly what he's been saying. Thanks, son. I'll drink to that. Here's to Mel.
To help.